Good morning. This is Casey Strohmeyer coming to you live with Missy McArthur. And good morning, Women of Vision. We will wait a minute. For people to come on and interact with us. This is a Facebook Live, so as you know, you can interact and type in comments or questions for us, and we can respond to that for you. So we're excited to be here. Hi, Maurice. Thank you for joining.
Hi, Maurice.
Good morning. Hope you're having a great morning. We'll wait a few more seconds, and then we will move on to our mission statement and vision. Good morning, Tina. So you have a beautiful view here out at your home. I'm enjoying this weather. How about you?
Oh, love it. Love
Yeah.
it. I hear it's going to get really hot in a few days, though.
Oh, great. We better be prepared for that. So I'll go ahead and read the mission statement like I always do. Women of Vision is a movement. We are women empowering women locally and globally. We connect female professionals and entrepreneurs to fuel a fundamental paradigm shift from competition to collaboration, apathy to accountability. Collectively, we will encourage powerful women to become change agents in our community and throughout the world. And our vision is, together, Women of Vision will promote, support, motivate, and empower each other to achieve our dreams. With a spirit of integrity and excellence, we will motivate and thrive, activating our unique abilities. By empowering each other, we will not only achieve our personal and professional goals, but positively affect our communities economically, ethically, and socially to then duplicate success in women throughout Reading and beyond. So,
I love the mission statement.
You love that?
I love it. Yes.
Our wonderful Maurice came up with that. She did a great job. She does awesome. I just love her.
Yeah, me too.
I love being a part of Women of Vision because of all the powerful women that we're surrounded with and all the good energy, and it's uplifting, and that's why I joined.
I love the get-togethers because I get to hear about women that are coming into their own and succeeding and start maybe doing a startup or maybe kind of making their careers more fulfilling. It's just so much fun to get together.
Yeah.
I love the get-togethers.
Yes, it's great. Okay, so I want to let you know a little bit about Missy here. This is Missy McArthur, and her background of education is she has an AA and from Shasta and a BA from CSUC.
Chico State.
And then an MA at USF, San Francisco, yeah?
Right.
And she is a PA, got your PA from Stanford. So how long were you a PA for?
25 years.
Oh, wow.
And this is, should I have this stop?
It should be okay because this picks up great sound. Let us know, ladies, if you're having any issues.
The mow and blow is happening in my backyard as we speak.
Yeah. This is why we call it a live recording, right? So, did you practice in Reading most of the time?
I did. I practiced family practice for 7 years, and then I practiced women's health for 7 years, and then the last 12 years I worked at Mercy Medical Center emergency room as a PA there for 12 years.
Wow.
So I've got a lot of years in as a PA. A PA, for those that don't know, is a physician assistant. It's like a nurse practitioner. So we treat and street people in the ERs, as we're kind of geared to hurry up and get the next patient seen, triage them, take good care of them. And as PAs or nurse practitioners, we have a little more time to spend with patients than doctors often do, so that sometimes the patient feels like they get a little more one-on-one kind of care.
Yeah,
and,
that's nice.
but it's a great profession. Anybody that wants to go into it, I highly encourage it. It was very challenging, but fun and rewarding
Yeah.
because you're helping people. You really are helping people.
Yeah, I just had my son at the ER. That's why I would.
Oh.
Yeah, not today, but last week.
Unfortunately, my son spent some time at the ER also. Not recently, thank goodness, but in the past.
Yeah. So thank you for that. I'm sure you had a lot of grateful patients.
Oh yeah, I think that people liked me. I never, knock on wood, I never was sued ever in 25 years of medicine,
Yeah.
so that was
That's
good track
amazing.
record.
Good. Good morning, Catherine and Norma. So I would like to finish up here with Missy's background. She was a past business owner of Trinity County Title, Santa Cruz Title, and Reading Title Companies, the Fireplace Shop, Women's Medical Center, and faculty for UCD Stanford. She was a PA NP, or did the PA NP program.
Yeah.
After
After I graduated from Stanford and Davis asked me if I would help teach up here to
great.
students that wanted to become nurse practitioners and PAs, so I taught for them.
Okay, great. So hopefully you can hear us all good right now. Just let us know if you can't, and we'll move a little closer or talk louder for you, okay? And she was elected for these positions, Shasta College Board of Trustees from 2006 to 2008, Reading City Council 2008 to 2016.
Correct. And the reason that I got off of the Shasta College Board of Trustees is because it was a conflict of interest to be on City Council and
Okay.
the Shasta College Board
Makes
of
sense.
Trustees, so I had to give up the Board of Trustees, which I loved.
Yeah.
And I still support Shasta College in any way I can.
Oh, that's great. Like to hear that. And her community involvement throughout the years was YMCA, BOD. What's BOD?
Board of Directors.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Reading Rotary, President's Advisory Board, CSU Chico, Shasta College Foundation, President, Reading Area Physician.
Assistants and nurse practitioners.
Okay. And Plus One Mentors, Helpline Inc., American Cancer League, Bank of America Scholarship Committee, Shasta Library Foundation, Women's Refuge Auxiliary, American Heart Association, Turtle Bay Board of Regents, Affordable Housing Lowe's Funds Committee, New Library Now, Methamphetamine Task Force, Chair of Library Governance and Financing Task Force, Shasta Regional Transportation Board, Reading Redevelopment Agency. That's a long list. That's great. And founding member of Women's Fund. And then, there we go again. PR Chair, Kids Kingdom Project Playground. Oh, okay. I know my old neighbor was part of the Kids Kingdom. You know Armando?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
He's awesome. And the Library Review Committee, Library Citizens Advisory Committee, many community cleanups, Continuum of Care participant, Homeless Point in Time participant for 3 years, Downtown Collaborative, Friends of Reading Trails founder. Wow, you were busy.
Yeah, I was
That's-
very involved,
that's
but I was
amazing.
born here,
Yes.
so I care a lot about my community. And when
Yeah.
somebody asks, I usually say yes.
Yeah, that's
Sometime I need to learn to say no. It hasn't happened yet.
I know that feeling. But it's a great way to just show how much you care, and people love that. They want to see that. Good morning, Carrie. Thank you for watching, ladies. We're so happy you're joining us with Missy this morning. And I want to just let you know that, Missy's family, she was a single mom to one son, and he's married.
Mhm.
And does he live locally?
Yes, they live locally,
Oh,
and
that's
I have
good.
1 2-year-old granddaughter.
Oh,
It's the apple of my eye.
I bet. What's her name?
McKenna.
Oh, that's sweet. Grandkids, I'm sure, are great. I'll have some someday, hopefully. Her hobbies are reading, travel, skiing, puzzles, movies, and community volunteer, of course. And her passions are family, faith, friends, literacy, education, and community. And her notable accomplishments that she's championed to a successful result are new Reading Police Station, new Shasta County Reading Library, $20 million grant to raise Dickers, and building and improve downtown, new Shasta County Courthouse, pending governor's budget, and many lesser accomplishments also. And her honors are Shasta High School Distinguished Alumni.
Go Wolves.
Yay.
Gotta say that.
Is that where you graduated?
That's the high school I went through.
Yeah. Oh, it says alumni. California State University, Chico, distinguished alumni.
Go Wildcats.
California Legislative Woman of the Year. That's an amazing list there. So, were you born in Redding?
I was.
So born and raised.
In fact, I had a man from the air conditioning company come this morning to look at my air conditioning before the summer heat really hits. And he said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Well, I was born here." And he said, "Well, you're a unicorn." He said, "I always ask all my customers, where are you from? And you're the first one I've met that was actually born here." And I said, "Well, there are quite a few of us. I know that a lot of the people I graduated from high school are still here." So I think he just hasn't run into us. But, most of us that are here are still very passionate about our community.
Yes, we are.
Want to make it the best place it can be and so forth. So.
Yeah, I've been here quite a while, most of my life, about 30, almost 39 years, but we're a tight-knit community.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, even the surrounding cities, Shasta Lake, Anderson.
And just like the Women of Vision mission statement, I think that our community does try to work collaboratively. I think we do try to move forward together to kind of lock our shields and move forward and make everything the best that we can.
Right.
There are detractors, but and there are issues. It's not to say that, it's like every family has an issue or two. No family's perfect. Well, no community is perfect either, but
Right.
On a scale of 0 to 100, I think that Redding's like 95% great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful area, and a lot of people love to come here to visit and have moved here because of the beautiful surroundings.
The air conditioner fellow I was referring to, he said he came here for 2 weeks to camp, and he's been here 13 years.
Oh, wow.
He and his wife
That's a
came.
great story.
And yeah, they just fell in love with it. And they were only coming here for 2 weeks.
Wow.
They're still here.
There's a lot to do in Redding. You just have to go out and look for it.
Absolutely. So did you want to talk a little bit about breast cancer?
Sure. You said you're a breast cancer survivor.
Right.
And
So I wanted to just maybe talk for a second about what women at home should be doing, because the name of the game in breast cancer is catch it early. And that means doing your self-breast exams and doing your mammograms like you should be.
Listen up, ladies. Take notes.
Yep. Take care of your tatas. Absolutely. And I'm one of those survivors because, in fact, I, of course, being a healthcare professional, always got my mammograms on time. Unfortunately, mammograms miss 15% of breast cancers, which is why we all need to be doing self-breast exams. And I was one of those that it missed, and I'm one of those that I found it, and I found it early. It was really close to the sternum, so I don't think that the mammogram machine could get my breast in where the cancer was, because it was so close to my breastbone here. And I know you've all had those smooshing breast mammograms, but they're just parts of the breast that they can't quite get.
Yeah.
So it's so important, and that's why I'm always very supportive of Think Pink, and have been down and plugged in the light on the Sundial Bridge when we turned the bridge pink. It's so important to get the treatment early and not find it late, because it's curable, and I'm an example of that. So in 2012, when I was going through my second run for city council, I was doing my breast exam one morning in bed, and I went, uh-oh. And you've got to remember, I did 7 years of women's health, and 7 years of women's health, you do a lot of breast exams. And I felt that lump and went, that's a bad lump. And it was a Sunday morning, and by Monday morning, I had all kinds of appointments set up, because I thought, okay, this I recognized it, because I felt so many breast lumps of different structures. So that's part of why doing self-breast exams is so important, is because you get familiar with how your breast feels, so that when there's something different, you know it. A lot of women have fibrocystic breasts, which are kind of lumpy breasts. Those lumps tend to be smooth. they're well demarcated, meaning that you can feel the outline of the lump.
And they move around.
They move, and those kinds of lumps need to be differentiated from a breast cancer. Like I felt this one right here, and I went, uh-oh, it's stuck. It's not moving. Mm-hmm. And I can't exactly feel where the edges are, which is not a good sign, because in a fibrocystic lump, usually you can tell where the edges are. Mm-hmm. Size is important too. So hopefully if you feel something that's unusual, you get it taken care of really soon. Again, mine was small, and I did have a lumpectomy, and because of the nature of the cancer, I did end up doing chemotherapy and radiation. Now, I can tell you chemotherapy isn't really super easy, but it's not nearly the horror stories that you heard 20 years ago. I mean, the medicines that I had from the doctors, I never threw up once. I did feel nauseated, and you feel, I think maybe you've seen that ad on TV for the woman that's doing the patch to not have to go back to the doctor to get her white cells up again. How she looks is really how you do feel. That how she is kind of leaning against her husband like this, that's pretty much how you feel for a bit. But it's doable, so don't be afraid of it. Just do it. It can save your life. And the chemotherapy is it's a finite endpoint, so you don't have to think, oh, I'm going to be doing this forever. They tell you exactly how many weeks that you'll have the chemotherapy and what you can expect from symptoms. It's doable, ladies. So, if you get the diagnosis, and prayerfully you won't, but if you do, take care of it. That's the name of the game. Get it early, taken care of, and you'll be cured. And knock on wood. Yeah. I'm in the 98% cure rate because of that. Yeah. And it's no big deal to lose your hair. I lost all my hair. But hey, I had this really cute wig. Yeah. I think my wig probably looked better than my real hair.
I remember in the 80s, my mom used to buy wigs for different hairstyles. Yeah. And I used to wear them around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they're fun.
It's doable, so I'm passionate about that. Get your mammograms, do your breast checks, okay?
My aunt had breast cancer 3 years ago, and she still has to go in, and I guess she has some drainage from a hole or something.
I don't know what that's
she's
about.
On medication for 5 more years.
Yeah, I'm still taking tamoxifen, and that's a few years, and I think I have about 4 more years to go.
Okay.
Because now they've elongated it to 10 years instead of 5.
Yeah.
But hey, taking a pill a day is nothing.
Right? Yeah.
It keeps you from getting breast cancer.
Yeah, and we're glad you're still here.
And you know what?
Amazing person.
We have really good health care here. Yeah. Being the kind of anal compulsive person that I am, when I was diagnosed, of course, I did go to UCSF and to Stanford and got their opinions that they said, yes, what you're planning to do in Reading is what we would recommend. So
good.
I felt really good about the health care here.
Okay, great. Yeah. I know a few of our members have had breast cancer. They're breast cancer survivors.
Yeah.
So you have a good support, I'm sure, through all of it.
Great friends. They don't want you to drive after you've had chemo, so I had great friends that took me up to the hospital, and you sit there for 4 hours with an IV running, and we'd play Scrabble and have fun, joke around. The nurses were wonderful up there.
Yeah, so that's great.
Yeah, definitely don't just throw in the towel. If you feel a lump that you're thinking, this doesn't feel right, you trust your gut, go get it checked out.
Even if it ends up not being cancer, at least you're having it checked.
Absolutely.
Because it could still be just something that needs to be taken care of.
Right. And support your community events like the Think Pink and anything that you can do. And also, if you have a friend who has breast cancer and you know they're going through chemo, ask them what you could do to help. Like, do you want me to go pick up your mail? Do you want me to walk your dog today? Something that just, knowing that they don't have the energy.
Making meals is always good.
Yeah, sometimes you're not very hungry. when you're doing your chemotherapy. But the things that you do want, maybe you could say, is there something that you'd like me to pick up at the market for you? Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
A lot of fluids seemed to work.
Okay. Any questions for Missy about breast cancer and being a breast cancer survivor? You guys go ahead and put that in the comments. Hopefully we can see that. I can see there's still some people watching, but give us some hearts to let us know that you're still there and that we know we can see your comments. Any hearts for us? Come on, ladies. Okay.
So you want to talk a little bit about how to get involved in the community?
Yeah.
Okay. So just because I grew up here, of course, I know a lot of different community events as well as different nonprofit organizations, and as you could read by my bio, that there's a lot that I've been involved in. And I encourage everybody to get involved. It's back to that collaboration thing that we're talking about. Because if you're involved, you have a voice, for one thing, and you have a bigger voice if you're a part of numbers. So for instance, if you have an issue that you maybe about zoning in your neighborhood, get your neighbors together, talk about it, and then if it's an issue that's really needs government intervention, then ask your neighbors, shall we go to city council, shall we go to the board of supervisors, and let's present our case. So
Need to take a break?
Need to take a break and answer the door.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
I'll talk to you ladies while she answers her door there. So I would like to know what you guys think about Women of Vision and what ways has it benefited you and your business and personally. I can say for myself that having the socials and the meetups with everybody has been awesome. It makes me feel great because of all the great energy you all have, and you're supportive, and you know, we're just there for each other. It's not all about just meeting and getting, you know, your business noticed or just being recognized. It's about being powerful and just loving each other. So,
yes, absolutely. I second that.
Yeah. That's what I love about Women of Vision.
So going back to community involvement is that you can obviously apply to be on commissions if you want to get involved in government. The grand jury is an excellent place if you have an interest in seeing if things are being done legally or there's an issue that you're thinking is not right.
Okay.
They inspect how government is operating. That's basically what they do.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there are so many, like the Community Services Advisory Commission, the City of Reading, if you're interested in parks and trails, or open spaces and the library, that's a great organization to get involved with. So there are many out there, and I really encourage people to do that because it makes our community better. The more we participate, the more we can do. Like I said, lock those shields, march together, get it done.
Yes. And that's the only way to make sure we get what we want, right?
Right.
Just, I mean.
And what we want is a very productive, positive community.
Yes, absolutely. And I know we have a lot of women in our community like that, in our Women of Vision group. So if you're thinking about becoming a member, it's a great way to get involved and meet new people.
Yes, I'm thrilled that Marie started this organization because it does give you that opportunity to meet women that are like-minded, for one thing, that want us to succeed, and also support women who have a vision for themselves, and we can help each other succeed.
Yes.
So like if you're a photographer, you know, we can help. We can say, hey, you know, we need to make sure that Casey gets some photos taken of my favorite fish in the fish tank or whatever photo I want, and support you because that's how you will succeed. And the more we know about one another, the more we can help one another.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thrilled to actually have this one-on-one conversation with you.
Oh, thank you. I wanted to read what Norma has to say. I am very grateful to Maurice and all of you, amazing women of vision. I have found a safe and very supportive and inspiring niche where I can grow not only as an entrepreneur, but the best I can be as a lady. And she did say something about Missy, how, let's see, you are an inspiration to all of us, Missy, especially for me, who is very blessed to be still here after an aggressive breast cancer CA in spring 2011.
Yay! I'm so happy you're here.
that's
So our time together through chemo was probably about the same time. I was in 2012 and you were in 2011, it sounds like. So congrats, and I'm so happy you're here. And there's a breast cancer, speaking of collaboration and getting together, there is a breast cancer survivors luncheon every second Wednesday of the month. If you're interested, shoot me an email and I'll get you on the list. It's a closed list for the survivors, so be glad to invite you.
Oh, great. Is that something we can put in the comments later? Like a link or something?
I'm not sure how that works because
Okay.
it's a closed group and I
okay.
don't manage it. Somebody
Okay.
else does, but I will, everybody can send me an email, robsmom@shasta.com,
Okay.
and I'll get them the information.
Okay. Sounds wonderful. So what are other ways that women can get involved? I know you've listed a lot already, but is there...
Well, there are different aspects depending on what is their passion.
Mhm.
I've always, as you read, I have a passion for literacy and reading and libraries. So I was
Okay.
very involved in getting the new library built. I addressed the panel at Sacramento that was in charge of giving the funds, and we won an $11 million grant and then had to raise $10 million in our community
Oh, wow.
so that we built this $21 million library.
Which
and
is
that,
beautiful.
yeah, but that's a passion of mine.
Mhm.
Literacy, reading, education, those
Okay.
are all in my, kind of armamentarian as you were.
Uh-huh.
It's just something that I really am very, very passionate about. And so breast cancer, of course, is something that touches all of us. 1 in 7 women will get breast cancer in their lifetime. So I'm passionate about getting the word out. That's why when you said, let's do this Facebook Live, I thought, well, let's talk about breast cancer because that's something that touches so many of us as women. I'm really interested in seeing women succeed, and that not just in their businesses, but also politically, which is why I'm running for supervisor right now, is because if I win as supervisor in the years since county became the county, 1850, I would be only the 7th woman supervisor.
Oh, wow.
I was only, after 1850, also the city of Reading, I was only the 6th woman mayor.
Oh, that's
So
neat.
empowering
Wow.
women is something I'm very passionate
Absolutely,
about,
yeah.
and I encourage women to get involved, get on school boards, start at some level and say, look, we need to support women because women do have a different perspective. Women tend to work collaboratively, and it's nothing against men, but men do tend to have the top dog, and then they use the hierarchy method. Women tend to sit down and say, here's a problem. How do we solve it? Let's figure it out. And we'll throw ideas out and we'll come up with a solution, as opposed to one person at the top dictating down. And like I said, it's nothing against men. It works very well in the military and in the police department to have that kind of hierarchy. You need it in certain circumstances, but I don't necessarily think you need that in solving social issues like homelessness, drug addiction. You need collaboration and figuring out together the ways to make things better.
I agree. That's awesome. So thank you, Sarah, for watching. You have your son that lives here. What does he do?
He's He and his wife are stay-at-home parents. They have some properties that they manage. So I'd say property management is what he does. And
that's nice.
It's wonderful having them here because I hear so many people that have to travel miles to see their grandchildren. And I just love it.
Yeah,
he graduated from Chico State also.
Oh, nice.
So actually my mother did her teaching credential at Chico State. So we have 3 generations of Wildcats. My son's degree is in engineering with a minor in mathematics. He's one of those brainy people. And since I was an English major undergraduate, I'm like, they must have switched babies at the nursery because where does he get all this math and science?
I've heard boys are better at that.
Yeah, I've heard that too. But there's a good organization people could get involved in. It's AAUW, American Association of University Women. If you have a BA or higher, and they're about to get rid of even that requirement, but the AAUW sponsors every year a STEM conference, and a STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics for the junior high girls. So from 7th grade to like 9th grade. And we did this last one we did out at Simpson College, and we do it every year. And it's a way of saying, look, young gals, you have the brains to do this. Don't let people just pigeonhole you and say, oh no, you can't do math, you can't do science, you can't do engineering. And more we're seeing more engineering women in our community as well as at Chico State.
Yeah, my daughter's actually pretty good at math and science.
Yeah.
So, and they have the STEM program at her school. So,
great.
Yeah.
Great. I'm glad she's doing that.
Yeah.
That's what we need to encourage more and more, you know.
Is there anything you would like to add before we close?
No, I think I'm good. If anybody has any questions for me, again, my email is robsmom, very clever, right? ROBSMOM @shasta.com. And I'm Shasta Strong. Vote for Missy.
That's right. Vote for Missy McArthur for Reading Supervisor. So I'd like to let you women know where you can find some information on becoming a Women of Vision member. Go to womenofvisionmovement.com or the Facebook page, Women of Vision Movement. And we also have, besides our Facebook Lives, which we record and put on YouTube, and they also stay on our Facebook page. So be sure to go and watch the replay if you didn't catch the first half. And our podcasts are also Women of Vision Movement. So we have another set of our members that do that. And you're welcome for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks, Maurice.
So we have the YouTube channel, podcasts, Facebook Lives, and an Instagram. Our Instagram handle is Women of Vision Movement. So check those out. And our socials that we have every month are also photographed and videoed. So I'm actually finishing up, I did finish up a slideshow last night at midnight for our Women of Vision social meetup we had at Brahma Shanti Yoga, our social there on manifesting happiness. So check that out today later on. And if you are interested in becoming a member with Women of Vision, you can message Maurice or just go to the website at womenofvisionmovement.com and you can sign up. It's a great place to meet women and like-minded and powerful, uplifting, and just amazing energy. So thank you everyone for watching. Have an awesome day.
Thanks, Casey.
You're welcome.